Well, hello, everyone. Hello, George, and welcome back.
Hello, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing well today, doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to get started. We had some issues last stream, but we're streaming from a new computer this time, so hopefully it'll come through nice and clear for everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on the
Okay.
what's our agenda today? We're probably gonna go ahead and just redo what we did in the last video. We're gonna
Yeah.
make our
I
view.
think the I, I think the idea is create a minimal front end that communicates with our account controller on the back end, and we see the account that we are creating on the back end on Rails console, and you can see in the list on the front end. Just
Awesome.
just a quick start.
Yeah, yeah, sounds like a plan. Before
Yeah.
we do that, I probably want to make sure that my backend is running then, just so it's ready to go when we hit that point.
Yeah. I think that you need to check if the Docker is running.
I
If not,
did,
uh,
yep, just before the stream actually, I made sure to run that.
okay.
So what I did was we already have our Docker Compose file, so I just wrote, I did Docker Compose up, and what that did is it started up this
Yeah.
container in the background for us. So
Okay.
this Docker container is running our database, and now you
Yeah.
can see I just installed the gems earlier. So now let me clear this, keep it nice and clean. Um,
You can increase the font size of the terminal
oh, sure, yeah, no
for us.
problem. Here, let me.
Yeah. It's cool.
That looks good.
Yeah. What's good?
Awesome. So we will. I've already installed my gems, so now we need to create our database. Awesome. We need to migrate our database to create the tables. Sweet. And then, do we
We have
have
seed.
seeds? Yeah, I just wanted to check. That's right. We've got
Yeah. We
account
have seed
types.
for the counter types.
Should we add an account seed as well?
Yeah. We can do.
Just really quick so that we can have that endpoint ready to go.
Yeah.
And so the account table has. We could actually look at the
Has a
schema.
name. Has a name. Has. Uh,
Oh, it looks like we
let me check.
actually. Oh,
It's
I
very simple.
think. Mm, uh, we need to merge the pull request from the last stream.
Yeah.
That is my
Yeah.
mistake. We can actually do that pretty quick because we should have already had. It looks like our schema only has the account types right now, so let me
Yeah.
undo any changes I've done there. And then I see the issue. I see the issue. Let's G check over to master. I was on the wrong branch. Oops. And we are behind. We've updated our Docker Compose. We've updated our DER. Oh, I would have expected that to
Uh,
add more
I
to the schema.
think that there is a. I think that for project we have a pull request that need to merge. Let me check here.
Sure thing.
Uh,
Let's go ahead and do that really quick, and I'll review the code while we're there as well. What I need
it's
is
Sunday 6 is the branch.
yep, the
Yeah,
account controller, the RSpec tests. That's right. I do remember this. Um, and you fixed a cores error. That's right. Yeah, we have to add rack cores so they can communicate with each other. We've got our controllers, which that looks fine. This is adding the cores. I think when we deploy, we're going to want to be more strict about that, so we should add that to our project board. Um,
probably.
yeah, when we deploy, we should set this to be, only from our front end.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. Okay, that looks good. We have our extra tests here. I'll go ahead and approve this one. We already went over this code last week too, so I don't really have to be super detailed about my pull
Yeah.
request. So this is going into the develop branch, right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay. Had that little delay, but now we can get it rolling here. We're going to fetch the develop branch. We're going to check over to develop. It says I'm behind.
Yeah. There is.
Yep, and there's the create accounts migration. Awesome. So we'll migrate our database.
Yeah.
We will bundle
Oh, you need
install.
install. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and do our
Yeah.
Rails DB migrate. Beautiful. Now we have our accounts. And then do we have our seeds as well here? Okay. Now we can add our
No.
account type seed.
Yeah. I think that you can use the same. I think that you can create account with cache type, and the name is my wallet, and the uh, current balance equals 0. I think.
Sure thing. We'll do so account type ID is going to be, we're looking for
Find by name.
cache, right?
Cache. Yeah.
So we're going to grab that ID, and then we need a name, right?
Yeah.
Call it wallet, and a
Yeah.
current balance.
Current balance equals 0.
Yeah, just like real life, right?
Yeah.
Indent the right bracket. Let's see. Space F should fix that problem. Oh, not a huge fan of that. It's kind of wonky to read there. That's fine.
I
It's
think
just the
that
seeds file.
yeah, it's fine. But after that, we can create a pull request, and I can review that. No problem.
Cool, cool. Sounds good. So let's run that seed. Make sure there's no errors there. Cool. Looks like it ran.
Cool.
And then I'll start up our
Yeah.
server. I like to have the back end on 3003 and the front end on
Okay.
3000, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All right, and we're started.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we're going to initialize our Vue app.
All right.
So opening up a new tab in my terminal. Make that a little bigger because we'll be typing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a real life.
it restarted it undid the text size. There we go. That should be better for you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
So in the projects folder, we have our Wally Vue app. Great.
Yeah.
We'll
I
probably
think
want
that
to.
is a branch. Call it develop. Let me check here. If we have this branch on Wally. If not, just create it. Let me check here.
It looks like we don't have it.
Yeah, I think that you can create the Git branch called it develop.
Gotcha. And then from there.
Yeah.
There we go. I just added that branch. And then from here, we'll want to check out into Sunday 6 or Sunday 7.
No, there's nothing in the Vue in the Vue branch. There's no other branch. Just we just have the master. So I think that you can create a Sunday 7 based on develop to our to code review. No problem.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make another
Yeah.
branch here then, and we'll call it Sunday 7, and that's where we'll work today, so we can open up the pull request.
Yeah.
Great.
Hmm.
So I believe I've already installed Vue. Well, I know I already have Yarn. Yeah, Yarn's installed.
Yeah, you have.
So
So I think
then
that you can run yarn create. Uh,
Yarn create Vue. We don't
yeah.
have to install.
No. The when we call the create the create tool, the yarn take the responsibility to install the Vue itself, the create Vue script itself. No
Perfect.
worries about it.
Awesome. So the project name. Um,
Dot.
oh, just use dot because it'll be the
Yeah.
name of this repository. Yep. Current directory is not empty. Remove existing files. Do we want to
Say
remove?
yes, no
Oh,
problem.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
just you have the README
Package name.
pack, package on JSON.
Package.json. Yep, that's pretty standard. TypeScript, no.
Nope.
JSX support. We don't want JSX
Uh,
support.
I let me check here. I think
On our
that
script it
the
says
end.
no, but I mean, I'm like using
Yeah,
JSX at least in React, you know. So
yeah. Can say yes.
okay, so we will use JSX. Um, add view router. Yep, we do want to use the single page development
Yeah.
feature there. Um, do we want
No.
Pinia? No Pinia.
We no opinion. We are starting using Vuex, and maybe you can migrate on the on some time of the project.
We do
V
want
test for
VTest, right?
testing. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
And no, no for the moment.
Yeah, we might add end-to-end tests towards the end of the project, or later towards the end of this feature. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for now that'll be fine. Do we want ESLint? Probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I can think of a. We can put together a quick ESLint config as well. We do want
Yeah.
prettier.
Sure. Okay. So you can use the next command is yarn to install uh, the libraries.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Sweet. And then yarn format. It
uh,
looks like.
if you needed to format for the files, but I think that this moment is not necessary.
Okay.
Just can run yarn dev to start the server.
Sweet. And then we can check for that
Oops.
home page. Oops. Yarn
Oops.
dev. Looks like it's
Localhost
on.
5173.
Sweet. And there it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. Looks like we have initialized our project. Love to see it.
Hmm.
Do we want to commit that?
Uh, I think that we can, but we need made some adjustments on the to go on. But if you yeah, we can commit it. No problem.
I see we do have some planned adjustments just to make it more
Yeah,
personalized for us. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then, and then we'll commit. I see we want to customize our Vite config. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
So
I
we
think
are
that I think that the first thing in the our customization is define the port for the server.
yeah,
Maybe 88 port. It's a good on the vitconfig JS. I think.
that's going to be in Vite config.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Uh, below the uh, below the plugins and before resolve, I think that you can add the server tag.
The ESLint is getting mad at me.
Server open curly brackets.
Gotcha. Let me stop my. Sorry, my LSP is acting up right
Yeah.
now. We just turn that off so it doesn't distract me. Okay, so server, and then opening brackets, or
Oh,
that,
curly brackets. Port
and we want it on. Did you say 8080?
8080 and put a strict another attribute called strict port.
Like that?
Strict, no, strict, strct port.
Oh, okay. Strict. Gotcha.
Strict port. That's true.
True.
And I think that we can remove the line 13.
For view dev tools,
Can remove, yeah,
we won't be
can
using
remove
those.
it. Yeah,
Okay, so that
and
means we can remove that line then, right?
yeah, right. And that's it. That's the first the things that need to do here in the Vite config.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So Vite config is
Uh,
open. I wanted to check
I
ESLint really quick because it was trying to load a TypeScript formatter for some reason, but we're not going to be using TypeScript, so it shouldn't need that. Here, I'll show you what I mean here. If I open up this file, down here, it's looking for TypeScript for some reason.
uh, maybe is because you are um,
Is it because we're using the
eh,
recommended modules here?
no, no. Is I think that uh, they tried because the Vim is it's confused with React code. Uh, I think that I don't know if you have the Maze installed, Maze plugin.
I do have Mason, yeah.
Yeah, open that.
Whoa.
I think it's
There we go.
just yeah, Mason. Yeah, I think that are good to install LSP. Use Control F or, Command F to search for filter for view.
Looks like prettier is configured for view. Oop.
I think
Oh,
is
prettier D.
LSPs. Yeah, LSPs. Uh,
Rusty Wind.
no, and it's not Ventura. I think it's full language server roller. That's one.
Let's try that one.
Yeah, and maybe you can install the TypeScript server too.
You think I should uninstall these TypeScript servers?
No. I think that's okay. I
Okay.
think that's installed. It. Yeah, that's right.
All right, and then let's try editing. close Vim. But if we can't get it to work, it's not too big a deal. I can definitely code without
No,
a LSP.
no, no one.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and turn off my LSP for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Okay, I think that we can delete the public folder. Uh,
we don't need this folder here.
just no, you don't need the public folder. You can delete it.
Sounds good.
Inside the source, I think that the assets that you can delete it.
We won't be writing any CSS in this.
No, no, you don't need it. At the first moment, we don't need it. Just have clear
Okay.
HTML. You can delete the components too, because we are creating our own. So you can delete it. You and also you can delete the router, because until now we don't have any route.
Gotcha. I mean, we'll probably be adding them in the future, though. I
Yeah.
imagine.
Okay. Inside the main.js file, I think that some adjustments that we can do. Okay, you can remove the line one. We don't have more assets on the line one. We can remove it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, you can delete the line six because we until now we don't have router. So yeah, that's it. And the epivu file, epivu file, yeah, you can delete it uh, all the stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, we don't
We are
need this guy. We
no,
don't need any of the style.
you just need just the only the template tag on this file, nothing more.
Gotcha. Yeah, because any style we'll be making ourselves. We don't need router view,
Router
it looks
view,
like. I see, yeah. We'll just go ahead
no,
and clean this up. Get rid of that. We will get rid of the script for now. In the
yeah,
template,
and
we will start with an h1 tag.
yeah,
Slash h1, and we'll go ahead and put Wally.
yeah. Let let's check the results on the
So we've
browser.
stripped a lot of the base stuff that they gave us, and now
Yeah,
when we start our server,
the results.
we should see just that Wally on the page.
Yeah,
So we'll go ahead and do yarn dev. It's gonna start on 8080. Awesome. And then let's go here to port 8080. Oh, not what I wanted. And there it is, Wally.
Wally. Yeah,
Cool. Our first customization there. We've got a very bare
yeah.
bones app. Good to see.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I think that you can open a new tab and let the server running
sure,
because right
yeah.
now it just yeah
We'll go back into the Wally view repository here,
yeah.
and we're probably good to commit now. Well, looks like there's a few
I
more customizations we want.
I think that you need you can you don't mind to increase the font
Yep.
just smaller. Okay, cool.
All right, and then it looks like we also want to edit our index.html.
I think that now we have one inside the in the root of the project we have the index HTML. Uh, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I think that
Oh, we're
you
changing
can
our title
remove
here.
you can add the title Wally by Weekend Coders. I think that's a good.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that you can remove the icon. Yeah,
We'll probably
we
make
don't
our
have
own
icon.
icon.
Yeah,
Do
and
do.
that's it. That's it.
Awesome. put under
Okay.
that.
Uh, I think that, and I think that you can go to the browser. Just 1 second.
Let me make sure this
To
was
web browser.
saved. Okay.
You,
And now it should
yeah.
say,
I
yep,
think
Wally by
you,
Weekend
I
Coders.
think, yeah. And I think that we can open you can open new tab in the browser and check if the API accounts you can get the API account API v1 v1 accounts dot JSON.
Looks like we
Yeah,
can do it without the .json.
yeah.
But if we do add a .json, that also works.
It is the same results.
It's
Yeah.
the same. Awesome. So we have our one
Okay,
account.
so
That's good
yeah,
to see. Could I also change this to look at our account types as well? I can't remember.
yeah,
With an underscore there. Yep, and there's all our different types. It's pretty neat,
yeah.
that. Cool. So our API is up
Cool.
and running on 3003.
Yeah. So I think that at this point we can stop the server because we need to add some libraries to make the request for the backend to the front end.
Ah, yeah. We'll probably be using, or it looks like we'll be using Axios to be making those requests.
Yeah, it's a common library do the job very well. And no worries about it.
Cool. So, first thing, is Axios
I
already
think
installed in our node, or do we need to add that to our node packages?
no, I think that it's good to run in the on the. I think that you can open just a small terminal on the Vim and using the command yarn add Axios
Oh, sure. Yeah.
on the project. Yeah,
And then we'll do yarn add Axios. Axios. Sweet.
cool.
So Axios is
Yeah.
there. Whoa.
Uh,
Cannot close
what?
window. Oh, whatever. It worked.
Okay. I think that we can create a folder called config in this project
A config
beside the
folder?
source.
Good idea.
Yeah. And using the call, you create a file called constants
Do we want.
that,
We do want this config folder to be inside of source, right? Or do we want it to be on the base
yeah,
level?
yeah. I think that's a good.
Okay, inside of source, and then inside of config, we're gonna make a folder constants.js. Gotcha. This is where we'll be holding our URLs, our
And the
our
other keys that
headers.
you needed. Yeah,
Yeah, any constants really. Um,
yeah.
cool. So constants.js. Let's go ahead and open that one up. And
I think
gosh,
that you can create a constant called base URL, export const base URL.
so we're gonna make a base URL, which is gonna be our backend.
Yeah,
Export const
const
base URL, and we're gonna set that to do localhost 3003. Yep, that sounds about right.
slash API slash uh,
V1.
v1. Yeah.
Right. That way, when we make the request, we just have to pass it the.
I think that you it's good to put in, before the localhost. You think you put HTTP
Yep, that's right.
because if not
HTTP.
informed, they access try using HTTPS.
That's right. So we need to tell it to do an unsecured
Yeah,
for now. Um, in the future, we'll probably set this to an environment variable.
yeah.
That way it can change. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be developing. So
I
um,
think that you can use the basic headers too.
that's right. So for each
Uh,
request, we're going to have a base URL and some base headers that we add to every single request.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh, the content type is only application slash JSON.
I'm going to set the. Oh, geez, my fingers aren't working today. There we go. Content type.
It's Sunday, no problem, man.
And when you're sharing your screen, your typing ability gets cut in half.
Yeah,
Access, control, allow,
origin.
origin. And we're going to set that to star for now, but in the future, we'll obviously want to change that to be more secure.
Yeah, well, we can. I think that we change when we put the backend as a Docker container. So
Exactly,
with
yeah.
that, we can read this line, but for now we need it because if we don't have this line on the headers, the browser cuts the communication, and we don't have the results.
That's right, yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll write that file, and it looks like that's all we need for our constants for now.
Yeah,
So up
that's it.
next, we also want an API folder, right?
Yeah, to isolate all the functions that you use to call the API.
Sweet. So we'll make another folder in the source, and we'll call it API.
API
We'll make a file
and
inside of API for interacting with our accounts. So we're going to call
yeah,
that one accounts.js. So this is where we'll put any JavaScript for making
related.
request.
Yeah. hmm
Come on. There we go.
Uh, I think that first of all import the Axios in
Yep.
this file,
We need Axios, of course,
and
from Axios.
we need base URL and the base headers too.
We, yep, we need those two variables we made in the constants.js.
hmm
Base headers from, and I should be able to say config slash constants.
I think that you can use into, yeah,
What?
because with this into, if you see in the vit config, we create allies for this for the into symbol as as a path for source. I think, yeah, the resolve idea,
Oh,
a
sure.
great alliance for the source. Yeah,
Cool. Awesome. So we've got config slash constants. And now we are going to create a get accounts. That's right.
function
We need a method that
export.
sends a request to get that endpoint that we created on the back end.
Yeah, so
So,
export default put
so
the for export all the functions that you
yeah,
are defining
so be a big
inside.
object that we're exporting,
Yeah.
and then we'll go ahead and call this method get accounts because we're sending a get request to the accounts endpoint.
Yeah,
Makes sense to me.
yeah, makes sense.
We want it to be an async function that.
It's missing in on the word
Oh,
async.
thank you.
Yeah,
So it doesn't take in any more arguments. That makes
no,
sense because it's just getting all of the accounts. So no arguments. It's going to be a function. And
and
what
we
we
can
need to
create a
do. Oh, go ahead.
we can create we can create a constant called a response and wait the get. I think that we don't need the dot. I
Yeah,
think it just wait.
that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, await
wait get.
get. And we're going to
Uh,
interpolate that base URL.
So we need interpolation. Yeah,
Base URL slash accounts. Okay.
and I think they need to inform the headers for the request. So I think if we have headers, well, equals base headers. Yeah.
Headers, base headers. Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
And once we get the response, we return. So return response.
we return the response. Sweet. Nice and simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Very simple.
Yeah, when we call accounts, we create a response and then we return that response. Cool.
Okay. I think that we can go back to app view.
to test this out.
Yeah,
Oh man, I'm gonna have to fix that LSP issue off camera.
yeah,
Okay. Um, awesome. So
yeah.
we
You
want
can let
to.
you can let the title, and if you think that below the template we can create a tag called script.
Gotcha. We're adding our
Uh,
script now.
yeah, whoops. Yeah. So basically, here
Do we
in
need a
the
type?
we don't need to type. No,
Gotcha.
no, you don't need it. Uh, Basically, we have two options here. So first, use the full options API to to create the code, right? Or we can use the composition API from the Vue that allows to simplify some parts of code or the things. And is the composition API is introduced on the Vue 2.7, and and I think that's I think that's a good practice to start in the composition because
Mm-hmm.
if you use options API, we have some maybe in the part of the project we need to repeat all the same stuff again, again, again. So repeat code for every for a lost for a bunch of components that do the same. So I think that composition API for us is a it's a good to start using the composition API.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
So
awesome.
so yeah, we can use composition.
Awesome. It looks like
Uh, I
just
th-
looking at our
I
script
think
here.
that yeah, I think that inside the script you can create this export default, right? Uh, Inside the export default, open curly braces, create a function called it setup, and you don't need the pointer, just a function, and open the function.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it.
So we've got our
Okay,
setup.
so before the if you are why we know that is using composition API, not options API, because you are using the setup function, right? So that's why the people that works on the full knows that okay, this is a composition API component, right?
Gotcha.
And I think that we can import to constant to you can import ref uh, and on mounted from Vue.
From view. Gotcha.
Yeah, and of course we can import accounts API from. I think that you don't not need it the curly brackets because we import all models, right? So
That's right.
yeah, from uh,
At slash
API
API slash accounts. Do I
counts.
need the .js here or no?
Yeah, we need it.
Okay.
It's good. But if you don't form, that's no problem. But I like to use .js. Okay, inside this setup, I think that we can create a constant called accounts, just an empty array, right? So
And it looks like we want to use the ref for that.
yeah, it's right because we need to export to this array to the template to knows okay we have object accounts, right? So if you don't use a reference, the accounts, all the works on the script is not reactive from the front end,
Yep.
right? And of course, I think that you use the on-mounted function. So uh, why use that? Because uh, you are create a function that load the accounts, right? So
So as soon as we are
soon,
mounted,
soon,
we load the accounts.
yeah.
And we don't have this load accounts method, right? So we're going to want to make that function.
No, we need it. We need this a function, an external function. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a function that call it accounts API dot get accounts.
That's right. We're going to be calling this accounts API that we loaded up there. We're going to
Yeah,
call the get accounts method that we wrote. Oh, get accounts. And oh,
we
sure.
have
We're going to have a response
the
from that.
we have the object called the response, and we attribute the response to the accounts dot value. Accounts dot
I
value.
get you. So we're setting the value of this reference up here to the
Yeah,
response from the accounts API. Sure.
yeah. Why that?
Accounts.value.
Why? Well, why you use dot value? Because the accounts is a reference. So the only way to update the reference uh, in the Vue reference using the composition API is using the value. That's why the Vue understands. Okay, if I change we change the object, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing.
And after that, the return of the setup function, we return the accounts and the load account.
Oops. So we return the variable that we have, and we return the function that populates that
Yeah,
variable.
that's right. So I
Oh,
think
it
that
looks
the
like
on
this is
template,
supposed to be a
uh,
comma, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a comma.
Mhm. Okay, I think that you can go to the line 3 uh, on this file and create a simple list. So to display the
Yeah, we'll
uh,
just create a regular UL for this for now.
yeah. Hmm.
So we've got our unordered list, and then we're going to create an
We need to,
li. We'll use the view for attribute.
yeah. That's a primitive for the Vue that we interact like a for loop in this the object that you want to iterate. So for in this case, we have accounts defined in the line 26 in this file. So that's why you create a for loop.
Gotcha. Yep, we have our account constant, and we're going to be iterating through that in this view for loop
Yeah,
here.
the for yeah,
Awesome. We will go ahead and close our li tag, and then it looks like we are going to do some interpolation here. I don't know if
yeah. We
interpolation is
can
the
use
right term.
interpolation. Count dot name.
Count dot name. This is JSX, isn't it? Isn't it? Or am I
Yeah, we
misunderstanding that?
can use that's one way that we can interpolate. It's not JSX. It's just interpolation from the both React and Vue using.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh, or you can use the, for example, well, we can first of all, I think that we can check the results on the front. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Let's make sure this works, and then see if we could do it with JSX instead or something. And we could even talk about refactoring this too. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, for now, let's just make sure that all of our code is sound. So
yeah,
we let me make sure my backend is running. Yep, backend is running. Front end is not running, so let me go ahead and yarn dev. Whoa,
oh, what's the problem from the
it failed to import slash API slash accounts.js. So it's not finding accounts. Oh, see, I set
Okay.
it to account.js. That's my bad.
Account.js. Yeah.
Accounts.js. There we go. And it looks like it's loading up.
Nope. We have a error. You can open the web browser, the
Web
web browser
console.
developer tools and see what is happening.
Missing.
Syntax missing
Oh,
on the list.
gotcha. And does it say line 6?
Yeah.
Line 6. Missing.
Yeah. No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Unmounted looks good. This one looks
Uh,
good.
no. That's why.
That's where my ESLint would come in handy.
No. Okay. I think that we can change the line four. I think that's can change that. Uh, we after the close the close the v4 instruction. I think that you can use uh, space
You use what?
and I think that you can use the VHHML attribute for the account name instead using the interpolation. V4 equals account. Uh, Let me check here. It's let me send the test to you. Uh, I think that you can use uh, VHTML. Oops. Uh, it's send in the Discord. I think that's the instruction.
Let's see.
The is the list item. It's exactly that you write, but this instruction is after the close uh, quotes on the accounts before close the component list the item
Where did you send it?
on the Discord.
I don't see it. Is it in the Weekend Coders channel?
Yeah, in the general, I send a message.
In the general.
I think that you can open the chat window. Maybe
I'm not seeing it.
there is a
Oh,
that's a but
my bad.
yeah.
I see it. Okay. We have to set vhtml equals account.name. Okay. So like this here, vhtml
No,
equals.
is the I think that you are missing the 2 points.
We'll need a colon there.
Yeah, column there. Yeah,
Do we need it on the 4 as well?
yeah. We need for you can remove the interpolation account name on the inside the item. Just just let the item uh, empty. You can remove account name inside there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Right and see what's happened. Or you're missing argument Okay. Oh, is the function missing? The accounts API. Look at that.
Oh, it's in the accounts API. Whoops.
Yeah. Line 6. Wait to get. Uh,
Oh, I think I need this to be in an actual object, like this
Yeah.
one. Um, I usually code in Ruby where you don't need to add these
Yeah.
curly braces, but okay, let's see.
Okay. We don't have the attribute called name. Um,
Cannot
okay. We can
read.
go back to the full app and let you can remove the VHTML instruction and let the account name as interpolation that we did before.
Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, yeah, because it turns out the error was something else.
Yeah.
And then, do I still need this colon here on V4?
No, you don't need it.
Okay, I'll get rid of that.
Can
And then
Yeah,
let's
I can
see.
read that.
Get
Uh,
is not defined. I think we need to. It says in accounts.js. Here, I'll split it. There we go. It says here get is not defined. Do I need to start with Axios?
I think that's it.
Let's see. Oh, Axios is lowercase.
Yeah.
There we go. Accounts.
And
Oh, here I have a typo. Accounts is not
line 20.
defined.
Yeah.
Account and accounts. Load accounts. Right here. I need an extra C there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and write that. Aha! We at least have our list being generated.
What? But
But
not
but there's nothing there.
there's nothing there. I think that you can use you can insert uh, on the script on the Vue app. I think that before you use you set the response as the account dot value, you can use the debugger instruction,
So we can see what's
and
coming through.
you can see the results on the web developer tools. Yeah,
Gotcha. So
we
in
can
the
see the response. Uh,
oh, right here.
yeah,
Oh, we need to go into the data, I think, right?
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
response dot data. Yeah,
Accounts.value equals response.data, right?
yeah,
Da, da, da. Let's continue. And there it is. There's our wallet.
beautiful. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
We could even, create a header for this UL so that it says accounts. But basically, yeah, we're iterating through our accounts, and right under our header, we're saying all of the
Yeah.
accounts that we have. Cool.
I f- yeah, I think that's good. So I think that is working. So we have communication between front and the back end, and
That's right.
I think that we are good to go to on the next Sunday create the using the states or the stores, right? To to centralize where you get the data and manipulate the data, you know,
Yeah.
as we can start creating our list component to list the results
Yeah.
on
Add
the
some
accounts,
styling to
and
it.
yeah, and we can reuse this component for the other lists that we have in the system. I think that's the next steps
Yeah.
from the produce.
Yeah, we'll want to add a list component. Um, One that isn't just for accounts, but that can be used for any object. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and maybe when we do that, we can start adding some CSS as well. Think of a nav bar.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that we can use the tailwind
yeah,
for the first moment, and use the tailwind and use the tailwind instructions to create our style in
yeah,
this
that'd be cool.
project.
One
And
question before we go: um, do we intend on moving this code somewhere, or maybe even just moving this code somewhere else? I mean, just looking at this, this will get very long very fast once we add other endpoints to this. So would it make sense to maybe have this code imported from somewhere?
I think that for the purpose that you have today, so the list the results and showing the page, it's okay, because we need now thinking about the application and the routers and the other things. I think that we can create a component just for the list, for the accounts list, right? And side or
Mm,
for accounts, and this component is responsible for all interaction that we need in the account. So
gotcha.
if you need a form for account, we use that. If you need
I
like a
getcha.
hub of the functions and the distribute responsibilities, something like that. So, but for now, for this the proposal today, I think that's okay. I think that we can commit it, and on the next Sunday we can start in create the component and do
Nice.
the other stuff.
Gotcha. So once I get you, so this is essentially a component already. It's just in the index.html file, or sorry, it's in the
Yeah,
app.view file. Once we start adding more
it
components, that's where this stuff will live in its own component file.
yeah, because basically in this, for example, the load the accounts and return the accounts, we can use Vuex to using the store on the application, that any part of application we can get the accounts, right?
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
we
Yeah, that
can
sounds like a plan.
centralize yeah.
Well then, thanks for coming. Thanks for
Well,
guiding me through it, George. And thanks for
no,
watching
no
everyone
worries,
who's
man.
here.
It's a pleasure. No worries, man. It's a pleasure to be here and to help you and starting this project. I know that's a 1 hour, but it's a project that I have a long consideration with that, because we changed the ideas here. So thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. Awesome. It was fun, and I'll plan to see you and everybody next Sunday.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye
See
bye.
ya.